da 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 da.
Okay,
da,
there you go.
Da
Spit
da
again.
da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Uh-huh.
Da 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 da.
Uh-huh.
Da 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 da. Uh-oh, there's someone at my door. Oh, real quick. Sing more movie themes in the background. Da 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 da. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm back.
I noticed.
All right, well, hey, I do not know what the Game of Thrones theme is.
Really? Of all the things
Yeah.
we did not know, it's Game of Thrones?
All right. Here is what I confused the Game of Thrones theme with. I confused the Game of Thrones themes with the Legend of Zelda theme. All right.
What? How?
Yeah.
How?
All right. For like all the way up until like season 8 of Game of Thrones, the best season as determined by the audience and the fans, right? Everyone loves it. They love it just like how much they love The Last of Us 2 and not sending death threats to an internet reviewer about The Last of Us 2. Right? All right. So I do not know what the Game of Thrones is, and for like a good period in between season 8 of Game of Thrones, like for around that 2-year period, around when was season 8? Fuck, 2019?
18.
No way. 2018, right? From like 2016 to 2018, I had no idea what the Game of Thrones the main theme was, and every time I tried to hum it or sing it right, I somehow got myself to the Legend of Zelda theme instead.
How? I don't
know.
understand. Also,
look.
I'm gonna say right here, it's just to do like, because I looked it up. I wanted to look up the release date for these things. April 17, 2011 to May 19, 2019. Yep.
Oh, really?
So there you go.
Okay. Yeah, like, okay. Yeah, so I literally do not know what the Game of Thrones main theme is for like 2 years, right? And I kept getting confused with the Legend of Zelda theme.
I don't understand how you...
Right? Every time... No, nobody knows what the Game of Thrones theme is, alright?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
What's the Game of Thrones theme?
Why am I stuck here doing this? Anyway, so...
Right?
I guess...
What is it? Da 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 da.
It's like
right. Right, yeah, right. So the opening tempo of that theme, right? Da 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 da. I remember literally only that opening bit, and somehow it transitioned to the Legend of Zelda, like da 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 da, right? To like fuck, what's the Legend of Zelda theme again?
If I recall correctly, depends. Because I think we know, everyone knows Zelda's theme, but that's not remotely what you're talking about. I'm just saying about like, hold on, if I'm. Okay, so
yeah, like that part. That is the section where I kept confusing with that opening bit from the game. Like, so that section right there that you were just did, right?
Yeah.
Right, do it again.
Hold on. No,
not that. Yeah, da 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 da. Right, that part. I kept mixing that in with the opening tempo, with the opening bit of the Game of Thrones theme.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you. There's this bit of a similarity. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah, like, so literally for an entire 2 years, whenever I tried to hum the Game of Thrones theme in my car for no fucking reason, I don't know why I was like humming the Game of Thrones theme in my car as I was driving. Right now that I think about it, right? That's a different podcast story. We'll save that zinger for another bit of why.
When are you ever gonna use that as a bit? When?
Right? Yeah. So for like every time I try to hum the Game of Thrones theme, literally as soon as I start off that part of the song, it immediately just transitions to the Legend of Zelda theme.
God. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's fair, I guess. It's a little bit similar, so I'll give that to you for once. But you know. Oh my god.
Right, yeah, so for an entire 2-year period, I had no idea what the Game of Thrones theme actually was, right? Right? Just like I have no idea or not if Steven Seagal is a dangerous man.
Oh my god. No, so dumb. I swear I hate these.
Anyway, we're back.
I hate these so much. I hate them so much. I hate these segments.
Anyway, and we're back. It's still Steven Seagalgust, the only Steven Seagal base month done in August every year, where we dedicate ourselves to all Steven, all Seagal. All right.
I hate that we have a phrase for this now. I don't like that there's a tagline for what we do here. It's not okay. Oh my god.
We put this way more effort into Steven Seagalgust month than any other shitty theme that we do for no reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, even thinking we really only do 3 themes
we do
in terms of uploading. In terms of uploading like videos, like, we legitimately only do 3 themes a year.
That's like
right in terms of like special video, right? Like there's Steven Seagalgust.
That'll be Halloween.
Yeah, there's Spooky Tober, Spooky Ween, whatever the fuck we call it. We keep changing the title every year because we don't remember what we call it every single year.
As is tradition.
Yeah. Right, and December where we just watch nostalgic old movies from our childhood to reminisce about our youth and try to capture the magical feeling of being at a young age again, and ignorant of the real life world issues and topics that surrounded us whose solely after effects is reaching our livelihoods due to the inability of our government structure to provide a better future for
us. Surprisingly dark. Thanks for reminding me of my adulthood life, Austin. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
Hey, don't worry. Wait till you watch Matilda.
Yeah. What do you mean? We already watched Matilda. What do you mean? Wait till I watch Matilda. We did a spoiler cast on Matilda. God damn it. That's still a great movie. I recommend everyone watch it. God damn it. Compared to this fucking piece of trash movie that we watched right now. Which I've made my feelings on this known already. But anyway. As per usual, I shall read to you the plot synopsis that is provided to us by the Wikipedia page article for this movie. And so, I will begin now. So, in Arizona, ex-Special Forces soldier Shane... Okay, you just said something. What was it? What is it?
Well, I can't wait till next year. I hope no one ever updates this Wikipedia article.
Wait, why?
Holy shit. I'm gonna link you to a Steven Seagal Wikipedia page for one of his other movies. I want you to look at the plot section real quick.
The Keeper.
Don't say what the movie... Don't say the movie's name. Don't say what the movie is.
But anyway, what am I looking... What is with the plot synopsis? Oh my god! Ooh, no. Did they probably bought the DVD, then started writing out every scene that happened in the DVD. I think that's what happened. Oh my god.
How is that every scene with Seagal's fucking Wikipedia article?
And it's by the fucking same director that we just watched before. Oh my god.
Holy shit, this is fucking great. I love Steven Seagal because this is the only time of the year where we go through the rabbit hole of Steven Seagal's life and filmography.
Yeah,
right?
Honestly, good fucking god.
This Wikipedia is unironically actually insane. I have never seen a movie article written like this.
I'm surprised by the people who write the the synopsis for this. It boggles the mind.
The fact that this is still up is insane. I'm gonna look at the hold on. Oh fuck! No wonder. Holy shit. Oh fuck. Hey, look, but the last edit was on July 26th by a bot. All right. It was just by a bot. This is not even like a user.
What?
This is a bot. All right. Okay. So the last one was on July 26th by a bot. That's fairly recent. All right, from recording. All right. The edit before that was in December 2020.
What? Wait, what? What?
That is the edit history of this page.
Oh,
holy
good
shit.
lord.
Oh boy, I can't wait to watch this movie next year if we actually remember it.
Jesus, man, this is fucking wacky. Anyway, this is not great. I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyway.
You hate it because it reminds you that you are a dangerous man.
In Arizona, ex-Special Forces soldier Shane Daniels saves his wife Holly from a carjacking and chases the mugger away. The mugger later ends up dead, and Shane is the sole suspect. After being locked up for 6 years, Shane is released from jail due to new DNA evidence which clears his name. Shane is released with an apology from the state of Arizona and a $300,000 settlement, but feels that it does not make up for his wasted life and the loss of his wife, who has left him, which leaves him bitter. Okay, no, you know what? I will make a statement on this. That opening bit is probably the shortest and yet strangely most effective thing I've seen so far, if only because of the lawyer. You remember the lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Who actually delivered that line really well? And, like, it was surprising. Like, when I was hearing it, I'm like, she sounds like a lawyer. This is surprisingly good, right? And then you get Steven Seagal, who just kind of, like, as much as I don't, like, his acting is still not great. Again, he's still reading the line. But, and the thing is, the words that he said actually made me think, like, you know what? He has a point. He has a real fucking point, right? So I don't know if that's a credit to the writing or what, but the thing is, it was surprising how, like, how good her delivery was, and yet you get Steven Seagal, who, even though I agree with what he's saying, but with the words, right? I'm like, this is still not, like, you're putting him against her, and she's, like, by far the better actor, like, right now, you know? But anyway, like, I thought it was gonna be, like, with Steven Seagal, I will say, when he was saying those lines, I thought, like, oh, is he actually trying to act right now? Until I realized when he banged his hand on the fucking table, I was like, oh, he's supposed to be bitter and angry. And he didn't feel like that at all. He just felt like, he just felt like reading off a line. I thought he was, like, stewing in anger for a second there, until I realized, no, this is just Seagal being Seagal.
Hold on. What if that was Steven Seagal's plans to get away from his wife, right? Like, he wanted to go.
That'd be surprisingly good timing, considering.
The ultimate ploy to get out of a marriage. Go to jail for false murder.
You know what I can't get over, though, Austin? It's just like, he's in jail, right? And it's apparently been 6 years by this point. Because the thing is, he gets a later the day of, or like the day before, that he's gonna go through a parole hearing, where it's just like, from his wife saying, I can't wait for you anymore. I have to move on with my life. I'm sorry. I'm like, this is the day of that he's gonna be getting out of jail. He gets this fucking letter by his former wife. So, like, it is astonishing. It means, the thing is, I laughed at this scene, if only because it really reminds me of, like, whenever a henchman's like, hey, I'm just, like, 2 days away from retirement. He's like, it's like with Steven Seagal, I'm just 1 day away from getting out of jail. I wonder how my wife is doing. And then he gets a fucking letter. Oh my god. Anyway. Point!
Oh fuck, this template's been here since September 2011!
Oh, yeah, it has. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Apparently some people still cared by 2011. Anyway, so, Off the coast of Seattle, a ship full of smuggled Chinese people is arriving. Are arriving. Whatever. After it arrives, an old Chinese man is taken to a safe house. Back in Arizona, within hours of being released to the streets, Shane stops at a liquor store and buys a bottle of bourbon. Back outside, 2 men attempt to rob Shane, but he beats up his 2 attackers and steals their car. Leaving the city, Shane takes to the road and stops at a rest stop along a lonely stretch of highway. There, he witnesses a state trooper pulling over a car containing 2 Chinese nationals. The Chinese nationals kill the state trooper and try to kill a couple of witnesses, a young man named Sergei and his friend Markov. Shane is forced to intervene, kills one of the attackers, and sends the other one, Mao, running off into the desert, but Markov is killed by one of the Chinese men. When Shane checks on the dead cop, he hears noise coming from the trunk of the Chinese national's car. Inside, he finds an unconscious woman and a duffel bag full of cash. Fearing that the cops will implicate him in the death of the trooper and knowing that the Chinese national will return with backup, Shane takes the girl, the cash, and Sergei into the nearest small hotel, which is called Bellingham. Sergei admits that his father, Vlad, sells stolen cars. When the woman, Tia, regains consciousness, she begs Shane and Sergei not to turn her over to the cops or the Chinese. Tia tells Shane and Sergei that the cops in Bellingham killed her friends when she was kidnapped. The next morning, Shane has Sergei drop him and Tia off at a motel. Shane moves to a different hotel for safety. In the second motel room, Tia explains to Shane that she was trying to get her uncle Quan into the USA. She was contacted by someone who said they could help. She was told to show up alone at an abandoned mill in a remote place about 50 miles away from Bellingham, but she insisted on bringing some of her friends since it was the first time she and her contact were meeting. The man she met is a Chinese drug smuggler named Chen, who told her he would help smuggle Quan into the USA. However, Chen had her friend shot by Bellingham cops, and she was then forced into a room where another man was waiting. The man, known as the Colonel, said he was waiting for Quan's arrival and that Tia was going to be held for ransom until the man got the information he needed from Quan. Sergeant Ritchie and his henchman Clark.
So that's a long Wikipedia article. It might be too excessively. It might be too long or excessively detailed.
Some would say, right? God.
Someone would say that from a template.
Oh my God. The 2 Bellingham cops who are working for Chen go to Little Russia, Vlad's restaurant, and ask Vlad if he knows where Shane is, but Vlad turns them away, even threatening to cut Richie's testicles off. Meanwhile, 2 Chinese men break into the motel room where Shane and Tia are staying, but Shane kills them and he and Tia escape. Outside Little Russia, Tia tells Shane that Quan will be arriving before the day is out, and she's worried about what will happen to him. Inside, the bartender is not willing to tell Shane where Vlad and Sergei are, so Shane is forced to beat him up and demand that he take him to Vlad. They arrive at Vlad's house. He is grateful that Shane saved Sergei's life and agrees to help Shane and Tia. Richie, Clark, and some Chinese men arrive at Vlad's house and a firefight takes place. After finishing off the last of Chen's men, Shane, Tia, Sergei, and Vlad leave to try to rescue Quan from the Colonel. At the abandoned mill, the Colonel has taken over the place, having his men plant bombs all over the site and kill all of Chen's men except for Chen. He's keeping Chen alive until Chen's men arrive with Quan. When he finally arrives, the Colonel's men kill Quan's 2 escorts. Gunfire erupts between the Colonel's men and Shane's group. In the midst of the gunfire, Tia gets shot. Shane covers the wound and tells Sergei to watch over her. Shane returns to fighting the Colonel's men, and Sergei lifts Tia up and starts carrying her to safety. Shane battles his way to the Colonel, who has Quan as a hostage. Shane and the Colonel open fire on each other, and they both run out of bullets. Shane brutally beats up the Colonel up. I read that right. Shane brutally beats the Colonel up, then gets Quan out of there. The Colonel grabs a submachine gun and leaves the room. Just as the Colonel is about to shoot Shane flips the switch and the bombs start detonating, and the Colonel is blown off of the catwalk he was on. Vlad later makes sure Quan can stay in the USA. Shane and Tia, having fallen for each other for some fucking reason, that was my addition, set up home together in an isolated glacier-side mansion somewhere outside the USA for some fucking reason. God, the same thing that happened in A Good Man. The same thing. I swear to God. God, this is so again, this is kind of where we're going to territory of like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing you would expect where I don't know why he does this. a lot.
Wait, was this movie 60? Wait, hold on. Wait, fuck. Is this movie $6.5 million budget?
So it says.
Am I reading that correctly?
So it says. We can check on their source right now.
What the fuck is this? How is this movie $6.5 million?
Oh, this is an Italian site. Nice.
This movie does not look like it was made with $6.5 million.
Yeah, I know. It's just really, really interesting. Anyway, let's see where it says here.
That's too much. That's too much money.
Honestly, yeah. It says here 6.5 millions of dollars. Jesus.
It's okay.
I can apparently somewhat read Italian. Nice. Anyway, what do you mean? What do you mean? What does mean? No, please elaborate. What does that mean?
Means. No. I was looking at something else.
But anyway, we're going with this thing where I think this is probably the most we've seen with Steven Seagal recently, right? But then again, this is like...
Well, to be fair, I think this is the earliest Steven Seagal movie we've seen so far at, like, what? I think this was, 2009?
No, yeah, it's like
2010 or some shit?
It's like, we get a lot more Steven Seagal than we do with any of his other stuff, right? I will say... This isn't as badly shot as the other ones. If only because, like, this one actually kind of feels like it's trying sometimes.
Yeah.
This movie, again, a lot of the side characters are way more interesting to Seagal himself, right? Seagal has... Okay, so I remember what I was complaining about. Seagal has this thing now that is becoming a trend from what I'm seeing. It's always like he was some kind of fucking badass, right, beforehand. Then he becomes like... Then something happens.
Yeah.
The sad thing happens, right? And then he's down on his fucking luck. And then, Seagal's like, I'm just a good guy beating up bad people. And then he does, like, what some would assume is kick-ass fucking things. And then by the end of it, he always gets the young, attractive girl, and that is in the movie. This is a trend. Right. This is happening almost every single time we're seeing Seagal.
Look, he is producing these movies, so he's pretty sure telling the writers, "You better write this in. You better let me have sex with some young actress against her will." I'm sorry, not against her will. Legally on set, so that way I do not get complained with sexual harassment between 1995 and 2018. All right, that's what he tells. That's what he tells all of his writers. Make sure I don't get sexual harassment complaint between 1995 and 2018, even though the current year is 2009 for this movie.
He planned it ahead of time. He knew what was going on.
Look, he planned. Steven Seagal is a man of conviction, all right? He is a man with a plan, all right? He knows what year he's gonna get sexual harassment complaints filed to him, so he prepares ahead.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my god. So, a lot of the actors, again, as I said before already, the side character's a lot more interesting. What was her name again? Hold on, let me look up her name real quick. Because Mia?
Tia?
Was it Mia? Yeah, she's probably... No,
Tia
is the one. Yeah. She... Well, I mean, by the way they're saying also introducing or, like, whatever. I don't know what they said in the opening credits. She's okay. She's really kind of, like... Aside from Steven Seagal, she's probably like the weakest character by far. Only because her acting is not. It's not right. It's not quite there. Okay, so that's kind of the reason why. So like of my I mean the corrupt cops are kind of like interesting in their own right too. If only because they're like it's like that kind of like. You see, like, the corrupt cops who are working for, like, the Chinese mafia, right? And then you also get, like, the Russian mafia. It's just, like... And, okay, so I'm trying to do too much in my head right now. The cops are kind of... cops are interesting in how corrupt they are, right? Then you also get the Russian mafia, who are also kind of fun in their own right, but it's only because It's only because of, like, basically of Sergey and, Vlad, the characters in the movie, right? Vlad being the head of the Russian mafia and stuff, and the way they kind of act is just like, I like Vlad as a kind of like with like he looks intimidating and he does kind of play the part well, right? It's also kind of worrying with the fact that like, I find it weird when I'm watching like Steven Seagal interact with the Russian mafia though, just as a quick offside, because like, if you remember like his relationship with Russia, it's kind of telling a little bit how he's like, oh yeah, these guys are the good guys, the Russian mafia, right there.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, are you trying to make some kind of statement about the political system, about Russia within America, about how we have nothing negative to say about the Russian political system or the Kremlin, our good friend the Kremlin, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
We as a collective of you and me have no negative retorts or statement in regards to the Russian government in any way whatsoever.
All right. So before that, Austin. With all that said, right? So blink once if you're okay. Blink twice if you're not. Okay.
This is an audio-based recording. I don't know. Hold on. What does blinking phonetically mean?
Blinking phonetically. And then. Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll do claps instead. We'll just say what audio.
That means nothing. Morse code is a dead international symbol of communication now. They actively encourage you to never use Morse code anymore. Like, that thing is unironically actually dead, I found out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, keep.
Like, that's no longer a thing that they teach you or tell you to do ever again. They say that if you need help, just say help. Don't fucking do that shit anymore. If you're stranded at sea, don't send out a message. Beep beep boop bop. Wait, beep beep. They just straight up tell you to text someone, hey, help us. We're sinking. I unironically actually found that out.
Oh my god.
A few weeks, like earlier, a few months ago or some shit.
That's actually fucking amazing.
That voice code is actually a dead form of international communication now, which is funny as hell.
Oh my god.
I think there's only like one country that still actively participate with it, and it's France or something like that. Yeah, I found out. Like, it's actually like every other country has gave up on that shit and said, no, just fucking say help. It's 4 words. I think everyone can figure that word out.
It honestly is. Oh my god. Well, I mean, so yeah, so they're interesting themselves on that front, right? The Chinese mafia characters are actually kind of pretty fun to watch too, with the Colonel and like Chen, right? With watching how they interact and then one clearly fucking over the other, that kind of thing. It's I wish they didn't have Steven Seagal. This is basically how I'm gonna feel with his movies at every time. Because like the thing is, it's an okay movie, but again you have Steven Seagal who kind of drags it down, right? And who kind of like.
No, it's also really bad. I love how Steven Seagal's first thing to do after spending the 6 years in prison, right, for not committing a crime, is to immediately, as soon as he gets out of prison for not committing a crime, is to commit a crime.
Yeah, I know, right? He just immediately does. Like, I get it if you need to beat somebody up. If like, I mean, let's say Steven Seagal was in his prime, right? Because I think if any, like, so just a real quick say, I don't know.
You want to refer to Seagal? You want to refer to your handy dandy nightstand book,
I have
Seagology?
no book that's like that. I would wish you would stop saying that.
No, what do you mean? It's on your nightstand at this moment. You read a page of it you read it from front to cover every night before you go to sleep.
You have no proof of that at all. Okay. None at all. No matter what you're photoshopping right now, Austin, I can tell you are. I know you are. Anyway.
That's actually a lot of work. I actually don't want to Photoshop on that shit. That's actually a lot of asset for me to go and download, unironically. To the point where I actually don't want to do that.
Oh my god.
I have to actually find a fucking, just look at my nightstand. I have to look for a picture of someone in a nightstand, sleeping in a nightstand, reading a book already. That's actually already a lot of specific shit I have to search for in a very limited amount of time that I don't want to bother doing.
God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it just seems funny how it seems like, oh, merely because, like, after spending all these years I'm in prison for not doing crime, he merely because I assaults people for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. It's understandable,
I mean,
right?
I get it, because, like, if he was a man that was, like, in his prime, then I would believe it. But he just, like, come on. Why are you going to steal their car, too? Why? Now you're committing a crime.
It's not even the thief's car. It's the car that these guys were trying to rob.
Oh, my God.
Also, pretty sure he kills one of the guys when he kicks them through the fucking window.
Don't worry, they're fine. He's just sleeping.
Also, I like how
sleeping.
So I like how Steven Seagal then goes back inside the liquor store to take the surveillance tape, right? So this is early 2010. So I'm gonna at least assume that there are other cameras on this same street.
Yeah.
Right? There has to be other cameras. Do you think he just also broke into every other store to steal the security cameras as well?
Probably. Who knows? Also, I will say though, for, like, as much as I don't like Steven Seagal in this, right? I did like the joke that they did, where he kind of just, like the guy, he's, like, the store clerk guy, right? He's just so fucking shaken, and then Steven Seagal just kind of comes in, does his thing, and takes the tape, and he's like, okay, now you can go ahead and, just count to 100 and call the cops so they can get some help, right? And then he fucking goes, and then he takes the car and drives off, and it does a quick cut back to the store clerk, and he's just like, he's covering his face, he's like, 26, 27, 28. It's the most fucking funny shit, like, I've seen, like, so far in a Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah.
So, also, so this guy, the director for this movie, I believe it's pronounced Keone Waxman. So this is a guy that he also directed A Good Man. So he tries a lot more here than he does later on, right? Oh, burger. That's his big burger, Joseph.
Is that Joseph? Is Joseph gonna join us?
No, he's not. He left. Also, what is that pepper jack? Can you put pepper jack in here?
Cool.
It's probably a spicy burger. I'll die later. All right, I'll save it for now. Which means I gotta hurry this up because I want to eat that worm. So, where was I? Sorry, that really threw my train of thought.
Something about Steven Seagal being a good actor or something.
No, that's not. No, it's Keone Waxman, right? Because the thing is, he actually tries a lot more here, which is interesting. Because the thing is, he actually makes the action scenes kind of competent with Steven Seagal. Where, like, the thing is, if anything, he hides it a lot better here. Because from what I'm noticing, is, like, a lot of the action scenes that involve Steven Seagal, he'll do his motions, right? And then he'll toss somebody. And, we do that thing where we talked about before. He'll toss somebody, but you won't see Steven Seagal doing it. But what's clever here, at least from what I'm seeing, is that a lot of the footage for the action scenes are sped up whenever you see Steven Seagal. So it feels like he's moving lightning fast, right? And then once that happens, then he keeps that speed up whenever action's happening, and he'll do all these quick cuts. So it feels like Steven Seagal is actually beating somebody up, which is actually fucking whatever. Considering his later films or whatever, Keone Waxman actually knew what he was kind of doing here, So this is probably one of the few times I'll be like, that's actually pretty fucking impressive what he did right there. Trying to disguise because the thing is, it's very clear that the if you're paying attention that the speed the movement of the film is actually sped up. But knowing that, you can tell that Steven Seagal these were very slow and practiced action scenes that they did, but then they sped it up and they really make it feel like an action, there's some action going on,
Yeah.
So that's just one of the few pluses I found in this movie. But that's more on the director. That's more praise for the director side of things rather than the actor side of things. Again, the actors are, aside from Steven Seagal and aside from what's her name here, Marlena Ma, I believe is how you pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm.
Those two are the weakest in terms of this film. Everyone else is actually decently acted. You know, the shots aren't that bad either, and the movie kind of has a very slow pace. It's very drawn out. You know, it's not like action. It's actually like, you know, for all these there's all these other characters. Now they're not the best, I'll say, right? But the thing is, there is some sufficient character acting in terms of, like, you know, the villains, you know, they're kind of like, they're actually talking, interacting with each other. You get a sense of their character and how they react and how they work together and everything. It's actually kind of like, oh, look, you know, that's character acting right there for a little bit, right? And then the shots aren't that bad either. So it's again it's a decent movie that's just dragged down by Steven Seagal. And I don't know how many more times I can actually say that with these movies. Because every time Steven, like, again, I just, in the span of like a minute from what I told you before, I just basically told you what Steven Seagal does. He is action man. Gets sad moment. Down on his luck. Starts fighting bad guys and gets the girl in the end. It's the most boring shit I've ever seen with Steven Seagal every single fucking time. Because his shtick. That's his fucking shtick right there. That's all he ever fucking does.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking, it's whatever. It's like, I know if we're gonna watch another Steven Seagal movie in the later years, it's gonna be the exact same fucking thing.
I don't know. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Well, to be for all these reasons, Steven Seagal, we were watching for Steven Seagalgust. Remember, the only time of the year where it's all Steven, all Seagal. We have to say that every time we say Seagal. But the only time of the year where it's all Steven, all Seagal. All right.
Do not commit to that bit. I swear to God.
No. Alright, are all his, like, these movies are all of his later movies. Like, I don't think any movie we're watching this year for Steven Seagal right? The only time of the year where it's all Steven, all Seagal, right? Or any of his earlier movies. I think this is all from, as we infer from your book, from your book on your nightstand.
Stop with this fucking bullshit.
For your Seagology book, we are in Chief Seagal era of his film, right? Let's see. I'm gonna quickly. Okay, that is not. No, I know that is modern. Let me see this. When was this movie? Yep, every movie we hear are all post 2010. We are not watching a single pre-90s era Steven Seagal movie.
I think we can tell how Steven Seagal's just gonna end up in the later films, honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see his next where he legally. I'm sorry, but he doesn't he legally touches a young female actress. All right.
Oh my God, it's kind of fucking rough. It's a little fucking rough right there.
Yeah, like I said, this movie is actually, because he actually moves his arms. Yeah, in this
I know.
Movie.
It's surprising.
Right? So this is like 2010. I'm really curious to see, since we're watching all these, like, at what is the movie that is the tipping point where he no longer moves his arms, right?
Honestly.
Right. So because as far as we're concerned, this is like the last movie we see where he moves his arms. Like, he actually moves his arms.
Yeah.
Right? I'm curious to see what it's gonna be. This is in 2009. I'm curious to see what is the other movie what movie we're gonna see where he was the last time he moves his arms around like this.
You know what? I'm gonna place a bet right now. I'm gonna say, what was the most recent one actually that we saw? Was that in 2018 or something?
Well, let's go to the Steven Seagal filmography.
No, I'm talking about ones that we reviewed right now.
Oh wait, in all around or
no,
or just
the last one we saw
year?
was Shadow Man, right?
No, that's what we saw last year was
no,
Beyond the Law.
Year. I meant like in the current filming of what we're doing right now.
Oh, in this current year of filming. Yeah, Shadow Man.
So, and the latest one that we watched last year was
Beyond the Law, 2019.
Did he move his arms in Beyond the Law?
I don't think so.
I don't want to read that. I don't want to get that movie back again. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that just to check. No, you know what? I'm going to say he stopped at 2018. We'll say that, right? 2019 is a fluke.
I think that's... I feel like 2018 is too much credit because what is it? A Good Man was 2014 and he barely moves his arms in that movie.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He would have given up a lot earlier.
It has to be somewhere between 2010 and 2013. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 movies. August has 5 weeks in it.
Oh my god.
That's Oh wait, hold on. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. One of these is a short film apparently, so that doesn't count.
Okay.
Oh wait, one of these not even a real movie. The one of it is he's a background actor in Machete, a real movie. That doesn't even count too.
That's fair too. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm done with this. It's just the same thing over and over again with these movies with Steven Seagal.
I don't know what's... Oh, yeah, but I didn't like when the movie went blue.
Oh, when they do the flashbacks. Yeah.
It's like, really fucking weird how
I get why they do it, because it's a flashback of, and it's like looking back at a memory, but I'm like, it wouldn't be blue. I mean, at least do some film grain and give it some age or something, right?
I don't know. What do you mean? Whenever people look back in time and reminisce, there's always a blue tint. All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I reminisce of a blue tint all the time. I don't. That's the joke.
Yeah. No. And look, if I remember anything from my childhood, it's that blue tint. All right. And definitely not the factory that was near the river where I played in. All right.
God damn it! Oh my god. No, stop! Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad at that. What? Just end me now. Just end this. Just fucking kill me. I'm just fucking done. I'm done. Just the fucking water was. You're fucking kidding me. It's just fucking water by you, and that's why there's a. God damn it!
Wait, no, not because of. Wait,
well, you know what you said. It was work.
No. Did you miss the joke? It's not because of it's not the reason why I remember everything in a blue tint was not because of the water, was because of the water that was near the factory that I played in.
God damn it! I fucking that makes it worse.
Hey, that's a real thing. That's a real issue that we face, and we're still having repercussion of. We need to regulate these goddamn factories in America, right? And stop them from polluting our water system.
I mean, just show them your third arm, you'll be fine. You know, you'll make a case for it. It's fine. God, I'm done. I'm fucking done with this shit.
All right, you done now?
Yeah,
Is it over? Is it over? All right. It's still Steven Seagalgust. The only time of the year where it's all Steven, all Seagal.
So much. I want you to stop that now. I will pay you $2 to stop.
All right. I don't know anything else you want to say about this movie.
Well, at least fuck Steven Seagal. I don't like Steven Seagal.
Okay. I guess I don't think I have anything else to say about this movie either. There were times where I thought Willem Dafoe was in this movie, but it wasn't Willem Dafoe. When did you think it
was Willem Dafoe? When?
I thought the fucking police actor was Willem Dafoe at certain points.
Okay, you know
the guy that got out on the police squad.
The detective. Yeah, I did. I see what you mean. I know what you mean because of the aged face and stuff, but
I thought it was, and then it got me thinking, boy, Willem Dafoe should have been in this movie. But then I realized, hold on, Willem Dafoe has real acting credits. He would never be in this. He would never be in a Steven Seagal movie like that.
Thank God, because God, fucking Seagal and his fucking movies.
Hey, look, that's the thing about Steven Seagal's movie, right? We will never catch him near a lighthouse. Some would say. Right.
Did we?
Right, in comparison to Willem Dafoe.
You know that I think on it. Did we ever do a spoiler cast for that movie?
Nope, we never did.
I would rewatch that movie just to do a spoiler cast.
Hey, look, spooky Toberween, or whatever the fuck we call is coming up. All right, we already done our favorite race war based kids movie. We can do.
I forgot we did a whole Halloween thing. I forgot.
I love,
Oh my god.
look, it's either that or we do those CGI movie about that witch that harasses little children or something. I don't remember what the movie's called.
I know what you're...
Scary Godmother?
The Scary Godmother. Scary Godmother.
Is it actually called Scary Godmother?
No, yeah, because the thing is, there was a whole play on it. Because, because she's the godmother, but it's Halloween, so, scary.
Wait, is it actually called Scary Godmother?
No. It's called Scary Godmother, yes.
Holy shit. It's that was a children's book series. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I was there. Also, I remember really liking that movie, but, we'll...
Oh, there's only 2 movies made for it? I thought there was more.
There's only the 2.
I could have sworn there was an entire franchise about this.
So we can Scary Godmother is only like 2 movies. We can do 2 kids movies and then...
Yeah, I really thought it was a whole film series for some reason. Guess
what?
not.
I would like to see how you... Have you seen Hereditary?
That was the one with the daughter, with the mother-daughter thing, right?
That depends what you mean by the mother-daughter thing.
It's something with a fucking baby, right?
No. Unless you don't mean Rosemary's Baby, do you?
No, I know I've seen this movie.
Hereditary.
Okay, no, I'm completely thinking about another movie. Boy, what was that other movie I'm thinking of?
I don't know, honestly. That's like...
Hey, did we ever see a trailer for this movie about a woman on a lake, and there was like this other woman kept in like a cage in like a lake house or some shit? Fuck, what was this movie? That was a horror movie too.
I have not heard of that. I felt like I would have heard of that. What was that movie?
It was also a horror movie. Fuck, is this
like?
Is it not this movie?
I mean, out of the both of us, I'm more the horror.
Was there not a lake house in this movie?
What? No, there was none.
No, okay, no, it's definitely not Hereditary.
No.
Okay. So this movie I'm talking about, I think it was a horror movie about a woman on a lake, right? It's not the Friday the 13th filters. I should make that obvious right now, right? And she kept another woman in a cage. It's like some genetically engineered daughter or something, right?
Engineered daughter.
What was it called? No, not this. Oh my god. Okay, look up horror movie Lake does not give me a good result.
I'm looking at that too. There's a lot of Lake. Man, there's apparently a film series called Lake Placid, and it's just about a giant alligator or killer crocodiles. Oh. And apparently there's one called Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
It's none of these movies. Fuck. What? I'm really mad I can't remember this movie right now.
Do you recall what the year of the release would be?
It had to be around the time Hereditary came out. So it has to be 2017, 2018.
Hereditary is 19, I want to say.
According to Wikipedia, it's 2018.
Hereditary release 2018.
No, House on Elm Hill. Lake House. What the fuck? Fuck, what is this movie? Michael Fassbender. What? Oh, Michael Fassbender's in this movie. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's good to know.
There's
good job,
Hereditary, I know there's Mandy. I guess Annihilation kind of counts. Quiet Place came out on that year.
No.
We're not talking about Bird Box. I haven't seen Bird Box, so I don't know about Bird Box.
No, it's not Bird Box. No, I think the movie literally only had like three actors or some shit in it. Was it? I think it had like a really simple title.
Like a one-word type of thing.
Like it was like a what? Yeah.
It's not Veronica. I know that's a Ouija board thing. I don't recall there being a thing like that. I haven't seen Mom and Dad. Does Mom and Dad have that?
No, it's not it.
Okay.
Okay, this is literally just a horror movie called House on the Lake.
Wait,
that does not help me when I'm looking up horror movies about House.
I was about to
say.
I
really have to find this movie now.
I'm actually kind of curious. I want to see what that's about.
It's. I know. Okay, if I remember, it was one word. It was like a sciencey word, like geneticist, some shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so it's a sci-fi. Try looking up sci-fis in 2018. You'll probably find it. I'm looking through all the horror movies right now. I'm reading through the synopses and stuff, but I'm not seeing it. So.
No, not.
And it was a sciencey type of thing.
Fuck. Like the title was like some weird. It was like some sciencey word. Horror sci-fi 2000. No. Not Annihilation. God, everything's kind of Annihilation, which I'm really annoyed about. Even though Annihilation was very good.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is... Fuck, what is this movie? I'm really mad now. I can't remember this movie. Upgrade. Oh, there's Upgrade.
Upgrade. Definitely a good watch.
Yeah. Fuck, okay. Wow, this movie, isn't it? No, not this.
Do we want to end it right here? Because I know we're going to be looking for this for a while.
Oh, yeah. Hey, stay tuned for more Steven Seagalgust, alright? The only time of the month where it's all Steven, all
Until we
Seagal.
talk about apparently more interesting stuff, such as searching a movie, that we just can't recall.
Yeah, alright, yep. Alright, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots, yada yada yada. We'll find out the talent of this movie soon, at some point. We'll name it in the next Steven Seagal movie we watch.
Better not make promises you can't keep, Austin.
Okay, look, we just gotta remember it, alright? Fuck, what is this movie? God, I'm really mad. I'm going through all this shit right now, and I can't find it.
We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it next time.
Fuck it. Okay, I have to go to. All right. Well, when in doubt, the most reliable place is to ask strangers on the internet.
Go to Reddit and ask them about
Yes, I'm only gonna go to ask on Reddit.
God.
Actually, no, I'll go to the tip of my tongue. I feel like
that would be because everyone would kind of be like, oh, they'll try to search for it and they'll give you results, and then you'll be like, hey, how about this? It's like, oh, that is it, or that is.
Yeah, I'll look for this movie. Yeah, I'm really annoyed. I can't find this fucking movie now. I mean, well, I will figure it out. All right, that's it. That's this video. All right, okay, thanks. Bye.